once you get off the transit or once you get off the light rail and you're at this area, you're thinking, okay, you see all these ads. Oh, I can go to this bar for this happy hour. I can go to, this movie at this time for this showing. But what if you wanted to order your taco or you order your hamburger ahead of time? And you can go to that kiosk or you can use your smartphone and order it before you get there. So instead of waiting in line, you can actually go to the restaurant or go to that business and pick it up beforehand. And why would businesses want this? Because then they have more room in their restaurants, so it looks like, it's not as cramped, and more people are going to go in there. Last night I walked by Angel's Bar right here in Ann Arbor, and it was crowded. I didn't want to go into that area, that bar, just because I didn't think I'd have a place to sit. But, it's things like that, those little things, those little details that really make the difference. And this is an idea of what this mobile app could look like. I know someone last time was saying Sue wanted them to make an iPhone app. Well, this could be something, this is something it could look like if you're here. So you can see there's a lot of, I'm talking about parking. They'll tell you where the parking is available, trip planning, maps, so you'll see the congestion. So if it's all red, you're going to be like, maybe I don't want to drive. Maybe I do want to take a light rail tonight, And maybe, if there's no parking, I might want to take light rail. And so if I'm going to talk about the business side, and the thing is about a lot of these businesses is who's going to participate? And like I said, you can have small businesses participate because they'll really help them with their marketing. Their marketing budget's not nearly as big as Best Buy, but Best Buy can benefit from this too. Because if Best Buy puts one of these data kiosks inside their Best Buy, people will be able to know when the sales are happening, or when they get off the light rail, they'll be like, the PS3 is on sale for $199 at Best Buy, come get it now. And they might go out there and do that. And finally, what this really does is it creates a system of signals. It's signals for businesses and for customers, because these signals will now be pushed onto the customers' phones, and the businesses are going to know the signals. They're going to know how many people are coming into these hubs. They'll know how many people are getting off the bus. They'll know how many people are parked in this structure. Those are the things that the businesses want to know because they really want to maximize how they're going to be advertising, how they'll be doing business. So that's the whole idea of this framework. So I'm going to talk about Pasadena now. Why Pasadena? Well, everybody knows about the Rose Bowl if you go to Michigan, because the Rose Bowl is the premier bowl in January. Pasadena, the Rose Bowl's in Pasadena. I think that's enough said. Pasadena is a destination city. There's so much to do there. It's very progressive. We have the most EV charging stations. Our residents are very vocal. They yell about fires before the fires are even starting. And what does Pasadena have? We already have the light rail. We have our own municipal or local bus system. There's carpool parking, EV, lots of taxi services. Judi is one of the biggest bike advocates within the area. Now, what are we going to do in order to have these transportation corridors? We're going to retrofit the EV stations, which Judy's been able to get through the 700,000. We're going to add more ITS to the area so we can have this data to push up to the cloud. We're going to get rid of bike lockers and put in bike stations, because bike stations, if you saw the DC, that's one sexy bike station. I mean, I would ride a bike if I could ride into there. And we're going to have telecommunication upgrades. How many times have you been sitting on a bus and it's like, I wish I had some Wi-Fi to do some work. This bus ride, it's going to take me 15 minutes longer at least than if I was going to drive. But if I could get Wi-Fi and do my work or check my Facebook or do my email, it wouldn't be that bad. And we're going to talk about possibly getting in a streetcar, because we know how much Portland's benefited from their streetcar and all their local development and real estate investment that's gone in just because of that. Information kiosks. That's really a key, because not everybody has smartphones and not everybody has cell phones, and that's how we're going to address those equity issues within the area. We're going to teach and have campaigns for education to really get people to understand how this all works and why they should be a part of it, and really train the next generation of people who we're really aiming for infrastructure upgrades. It's not for people like, David, sorry, but it's not for the David. It's going to be for the 21-year-olds. It's going to be for the 16 and 14-year-olds that are coming up. We have to get them to think about using alternative modes and TDM and understand the benefits of ride sharing, because that's the only way we can go. There's no more room to build infrastructure. There's not enough money for it. So anyway, these are just some land use maps. Okay, so these are some of the potential hubs. This is our light rail center along this corridor. This is actually a socioeconomic area that's not doing too great. Okay, and so anyway, once again, like I said, it's a new framework, it's a new system, and it's unique to Pasadena, but it can be implemented anywhere in different ways, and that's what this is all about. It's a TDM approach to new mobility. Thank you.